everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I want to keep this brief, but hope everybody's enjoying the Star Wars celebration. I know I am. Ahsoka trailer is probably the best part for me so far. A lot of the guests are pretty cool. They are Billy D, Deuce from the Clone Wars, and Matt Lanter. All those guys are awesome. My problem here is what's the hysterical-based network and for this, I think it's an Andor panel or something. When Empress Wrinkles walks out on stage. You can hear a pin drop, it's so quiet, it's hilarious. Exactly what she deserves. Dude, the fans know. Like, we know. She's responsible for all the nonsense going on behind the scenes. Fans know. And I hope she knows too. Because she's a piece of crap. She needs to be dropkicked like a football in the end zone. Like, I hope she knows that she's terrible. No idea what she's doing. She's been handed a gold mine and she completely disregarded it. Disregarded all of George Lucas's plans. Gave him story treatments. Here's a blueprint. Here, take it. Disregarded it. Killed Han Solo. Destroyed the Skywalker's character. Hired these two morons to direct the films, and I think Roundhead directed and wrote TOJ. It was terrible. Rise of Disney Wars was even worse. And I just want to say this about Daisy Ridley, besides her being insanely fine. Besides that, the character of Rey is not her fault. I'll never support people that blame actors for doing their job. Like, she was given a horribly written character in an ongoing series. It's been going for almost 40 bleeping years. So it's not her fault that her character is complete crap. So, I mean, she gets cheers, naturally. Star Wars Celebration, probably the best place you can possibly be. But Kennedy still being the ringleader doesn't paint her in a great light. Only because Kennedy's nonsense is going to continue. Because now that they've got Rey or Daisy back under contract, she ain't got no options but to go through with whatever they do with her character. As long as Kennedy is still in power, nothing will change. Been saying this, I don't even know how long at this point, but it's true. Nothing will change. I mean, she could give her best performance. Clearly, she's not really doing that much else in movies. She's coming back to this nonsense. I know it's Star Wars, but is it really? Is it really anymore? I don't recognize anything about this franchise anymore. To be completely honest. It's like, no offense to Daisy, but Rey is not the character I want to see build a new Jedi Order. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know who I wanted to see do that? Luke Skywalker. That's what I wanted to see. Does it in this freaking expanded universe that, according to Empress Wrinkles, there's no source material. You tell that to all the books I got over here that have been around for the past 20 years, since the 90s, including the Thrawn trilogy. No source material, right? Crazy ass broad. I mean, silence. There was nothing but silence when she walked out on stage. It's hilarious. Not the first time she came out, obviously. During this Andor panel, I think it was Andor panel. Silence. Greeted by silence. This is exactly what she deserves. And if people want to boo her, I'm all for it. I wouldn't say boo her, but like, silence says a lot. If people are not dumb, we are well aware of what's going on. I mean, the fact of the matter, she should have been drop kicked years ago. Years ago. I don't understand why she's still there. I don't get it. I'm sure it's not that simple as just saying you're fired because of how much power she has at the studio, which is another problem, which is what I believe Rey represents in Disney Wars, represents her power that she has at Lucasfilm. And That's why the Rey character is so bad. And I don't think there's anything they can do to really make it better because of all the damage that's been done. And Luke is gone, Han is gone. I mean, I think Chewbacca's still alive. I don't even know. I don't even know that. I don't even know if Lando's still around either. And Billy D, no offense, probably ain't doing much else. I don't think Lando's coming back, so. I mean, you wasted so much potential waiting as long as they did to make Disney War 7. I'm like, because I know what I would have done. Recast the original characters and adapt the expanding universe. It's that simple. What was the first thing they did? EU doesn't exist. There's no source material. But we're still going to rip off I don't know how many characters from the EU. And then Kylo Ren was Darth Kylo's ripoff. Rey was, I don't want to say Jaina ripoff, because Jaina would laugh at a character like Rey. Because Rey was ridiculous. I thought she was Jaina, but well, was I wrong? I'm like, I mean, she kind of has the look of Jaina. Jaina's kind of a tricky character to get because of how she was portrayed in the books. So I wouldn't trust Lucasfilm with that anyway. Sure as hell not Kathleen Kennedy. She's crazy and she's not that. That's probably for almost 11 years. 11 years. And it still haven't made a good movie, as far as I'm concerned. When people say Rogue Zero is an Adobe prequel. Doesn't count. And it doesn't count. Disney Wars might as well be an alternate universe. It doesn't exist to me. I like what kind of days everything I do. But I don't care about the character of Rey. I would never watch another movie with that character. It's like it's not happening. The movie's I can't say it's gonna flop financially, but amongst the fans, probably another boycott or something along those lines. I just can already picture people are trying to play both sides and like, oh, it's not that bad. Listen, the reason Hayden Christensen and Hugh McGregor got the reception they got at Celebration last year was because it was earned. That was years after the prequels that Hayden came back. Years. What is it like? It's 2023. The last one came out what? Maybe 2 years ago. It's way too soon. It's way too soon for her to come back. And like. It was terrible. Rise of Disney Wars was terrible. It was terrible. Why would you make a sequel to that? I've been saying this for a minute. I'm like, you couldn't get the characters off the ground. Now they're bringing back maybe the one character can't say no one wants to see. I don't want to see the character ever again. He destroyed Finn. Poe never had a character in the first place. He was a bland ass pilot. But like, Adam Driver never coming back. His character died, but I'm like, even if he hadn't died, still could have had so much more potential if he and Rey started to work together. Because she actually had training. She did. She has no training, no discipline. She just know jack about the Jedi. Prior to her even going on her little adventure in Disney War 7, she was collecting dirt on some sand planet that's not Tatooine for almost 10 years. She thought Luke was a myth. And she pulls a mind trick out of nowhere. Defeats a dark Jedi with no training. Never picked up a lightsaber before in her damn life. And then she somehow manages to best Luke Skywalker in the follow-up film. And then she thought the Force was about moving rocks or some shit. And I'm like, you kidding me? And they're bringing this character back. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Dawn of the Jedi, I guess. I mean, I don't trust Lucasfilm with anything in the expanded universe, because that's definitely an expanded universe property, as far as I'm concerned. That concept, Dawn of the Jedi, Old Republic stuff. If you're going to adapt on TV. I don't trust them with that on film. They just have a terrible track record with their movies. Like, the only reason it's being announced is because Kennedy doesn't want to lose her job, which she deserves to lose, by the way. She's a terrible. It's true. You know, people look at her and like, oh no, she's a great producer. Even if she is, she's a terrible president of the company. Which means she's in charge of everything. At Lucasfilm, including Star Wars, including Indiana Jones, Willow, all that stuff. About Star Wars in particular, she's done a piss poor job of managing everything. There's been nothing but announcements and cancellations not far behind. She's hired and fired. I don't know how many directors because of creative differences. She allowed Roundhead to publicly humiliate Mark Hamill on stage in front of thousands of people. Said nothing about it. She's allowed all these people to insult fans online for years. Done nothing about it. You're snuck through sex. You're a misogynist if you don't like female characters. Blah blah blah. And it goes on and on. Also been going on for years. And then they still released The Last Jedi after Mark Hamill has been insulted in front of millions of people. The president of the company does nothing about it. No public apology. No, hey, we're sorry about this treatment of our actor for this franchise. And now we're going to delay the movie and get a different director or nothing like that. Still released the movie. It made bank, sure. Chewbacca taking a dump will make bank. That's not the point. The point is that film ruined the character of Luke Skywalker, and she let it happen. She let it happen. So, all this stuff happens on your watch, so eventually something's got to give. And I say it's time for her to be drop kicked, like a football in the end zone. And good riddance.